She may have a passion for helping families find the right home, but she's also quite passionate about her furry friends. Here now is Stefanie Pratt, and the title sponsor of our show. Stefanie, thanks so much for being with us today. We're talking about senior care with animals, but I want to take a moment and recognize Gizmo, your dog. And Gizmo was almost 19, was 18.2. Is that right?
I call him 18.2. He's my handsome little guy.
That's quite a ripe old age for a dog.
Yeah, I got him at 9, a little after 9. Actually, if you guys remember Andy Moe, who used to play on the show and music and everything, I adopted him when he was here. And he was just a sweet little guy, cute little ears, and just a wonderful dog. I wish I could have taken him on dates and stuff. He was just a polite little man. So, but 18.2, I got him too. Wow. And he was
that's a lot of years of friendship, companionship.
Yeah.
And today we're going to talk about senior care. And by the way, I'm sorry for your loss, because I know that losing an animal, especially after that many years, is losing a very close friend.
My little fur child.
Your little fur child.
Yep.
Let's talk about senior care. And just like when people get older, their needs change. Same thing with animals.
Yeah, and you notice they start getting a little slower. They're not as active. I've had 3 dogs go to, well, one 14, 15, and now 18. But this time I was looking at dementia and some arthritis issues, and I was just making sure I got ahead of that. So I started instigating the CBD, doggy CBD. And my vet, although he couldn't actually prescribe it, he said, I want to follow you because you always come up with new things and you're always researching and you're always running things by me. So I got him on doggy CBD, and I started learning that I had to learn the dosage of it, because they give you recommendations, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be good for every single dog.
Right.
And that did help him. He was on paw CBD, and I'm happy to actually share that with anybody of what my experience was. But he was on it for 3 years. He didn't have the dogger leg shakes. It did slow his dementia down. He didn't have the pain, but he did have kidney failure. So that's what we had him on Proin as well. So he hadn't have issues per se, but he started having urinary issues. Like he'd have accidents and he couldn't stand up. So then the Proin helped that, and his balance issues. And then I had to up the Proin dose over the last 3 years. And unfortunately, the kidney disease went from stage 3 pretty much going into stage 4 pretty quickly at the last minute.
And I know that's really difficult, but it's fantastic that you were aware of what was happening. You were able to address the issues as they came up. What tips do you have for people as their animals are aging to make sure that they are aware? Because animals can't communicate with us the same way that people do, but there are signs.
You have to watch your dogs. You have to just monitor them, just observe them. If they're getting older, just see what's going on, and because you're the one that can actually talk to your vet about it, and you're the one that can actually act on it, and you're the voice of your dog. So when Gizmo started having issues, he started having accidents. We thought it was his Proin not working. Ended up being a urinary tract infection. He had a stroke, which I beat myself up for, and my vet reminded me there's nothing I could have done. I didn't know that, and we weren't looking at that way. So if you're starting to see more accidents, especially in an older dog or over 10, take your urinalysis in or have them tested to make sure, because if you don't, it can cause more problems later on. And sometimes it's just a simple medicine, because they don't want to have an accident. They don't want to,
especially at that age, they're well trained. They don't want to, make a mess in their home, and so that's, I don't know if it's embarrassing for them, but it's upsetting to them, right?
Oh, it is.
And so we're almost out of time, but for resources, what should people do to get resources? Where can they go to get resources to help prepare for the last years of an animal, of a pet?
I would talk to their vet for sure. I mean, make sure you have a really good veterinarian. I mean, I'm always happy to be a resource if people want to reach out to me and I can share what I know. I went online and researched a lot of different articles, pet meds, different things. But being there at the end too, I really want to say that before we leave. Being there at the end is, you have to be there for the dog. The animal looks for you at the end. They want to be there. It's not about you not being able to handle it. It's about them and them leaving.
Giving that comfort in those final moments is really important.
When Gizmo left, he leaned down right before they started administering everything, and I just said, hey, can I get one more little lick? And he gave me one little kiss and laid in my arms, and they came in and we went through the process.
What a
and
precious
I'll tell you,
memory.
the closure has been really helpful. It's hard, but it's helpful.
But what a precious moment that you guys got to share at the end together.
My little guy.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss, and what an amazing long life Gizmo had. And thanks, Stefanie, for being with us today and sharing these tips and just information about having senior animals, senior dogs and other pets in the home. We do thank Stefanie for sponsoring our segment and being with us today to learn more about senior care for animals and also about Stefanie Pratt Homes and the Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. We'll connect you at our website at ciLiving.tv.